How come Islam is Jizyah from non-Muslim? If you know the background of Jizyah, why it is taken, you will appreciate it. See, Jizyah is the tax taken in the non-Muslim who agree with the rule of the Muslims, that we agree that you are the rulers. And the thing the Jizyah is taken, that in an Islamic state, if you are a Muslim, and if the Khalifa tells that you should take part in jihad, or take part in the war, fighting of the falsehood, it's compulsory. You have no option, irrespective whether you are a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer. When a non-Muslim gives Jizyah, the Islamic state gives them protection. And the Jizyah is how much? Just a couple of hundred rupees, hardly. And the Islamic state gives them protection. Whenever attacks, it will protect you. You need not take part. If someone gives me the option, that should I fight if the enemies come, or would you prefer paying 100 rupees and staying peacefully at home and getting protection, I would prefer the second. Pay a couple of 100 rupees and sit at home, relax, I have got protection, everyone is protecting me. So actually this Jizyah tax is just to acknowledge that fine, we accept that we are under protection and they get protection. And similarly to analyze, there are various verses in the Quran which talks about non-Muslim rights. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Mumtahina, chapter number 16, verse number 8, that as to those prophets who do not fight your faith and do not drive you out of your home, Allah advises you to deal justly with them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like those who are unjust. But as to those prophets who fight your faith, verse number 9 of Surah Mumtahina, chapter number 16. As to those prophets who fight your faith and drive you out of home, Allah forbids you to go to them for protection. So if the non-Muslim is good, he doesn't fight you and doesn't drive you out of your home, you have to deal with them justly.
There is a big misconception about the question of Jizyah. Some people think that Jizyah is punishment for a person who did not accept Islam, the poll tax, or at best a bribe that when you become a Muslim you will not pay the Jizyah. They're mistaken on both grounds. In fact, if a non-Muslim under the rule of Islam accepts Islam, he will have greater financial obligations because he would be required to pay zakah, he would be required to pay zakatul fitr. According to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, you would be required to pay additional sadaqah even if needed, or taxes and voluntary sadaqah. So that you're not escaping, you'll be paying more even. You cannot impose Jizyah on a woman, a child, an old man, a person who's poor. He must be able to pay that poll tax. But what is the purpose of poll tax then? In Islamic law, all citizens, Muslims and non-Muslims alike, are entitled to state services, to social security, and they're not obligated to serve in the Muslim army, because it might contradict their feeling because there is a religious connotation. So there is defense benefit also involved in that. And by the way, some scholars like Dr. Abdul Karim Zaidan, in an excellent book about the rights of non-Muslims under Islamic State, he made it clear that this is not a religious duty on Muslim to have Jizyah. If in the judgment of an Islamic government they want to apply another system, it is not really a must. And then finally, the biggest misunderstanding, وَهُمْ صَاغِرُونَ. They don't understand that the word صَاغِرُونَ actually in Arabic could, yes, mean humiliated, but has another important meaning referred to by Imam Shafi'i, rahimahullah, one of the great scholars of Islam. صَاغِرُونَ here means accepting the authority of the Islamic State. But let me ask you that question. When you make your tax return before April 1st, and when you pay tax to the Canadian government, you have the same sagar. You're admitting the authority of Canadian government to impose tax on you, don't you? The same thing, صاغرون, that means accepting the legitimacy of the Islamic government under whose protection they are living.